Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. Yes, robots. You heard right. 30,000 army robots by 2030. That's what the future holds for us. Anyone remember that Black Mirror episode with the robot dog chasing that woman? Well, that's the future they are dreaming up for us. And this comes from an interview on Sky News earlier today with one of the UK's most senior military commander. His name is General Sir Nick Carter, and for this cheerful, happy chappy was all laughs as he made some claims about the future of the British forces. He warned of the economic fallout of the pandemic and how it makes the prospect of World War III a very possible risk, he says. And the Chief of Defence Staff said that the country's 82,000 strong army will begin to look very different as it modernises to face new and emerging threats, with robots potentially fighting on the front lines. He said that by 2030, the army will have 30,000 robot staff. Asked about the future of the army, he said he wants a force designed for the 2030s, but admitted we won't get there overnight. And he said the service will have all manner of different people employed, including robotics. Nobody can predict the future or quite what mix of technology will be necessary to achieve that, he said. We could have an army of 120,000, of whom 30,000 may be robots. He also believes the prospect of World War III is much more of a possibility. He said, "We have to remember that history might not repeat itself, but it has a rhythm. If you look back at the last century before both world wars, I think it was unarguable that there was escalation which led to miscalculation, which ultimately led to war at a scale we would hopefully never see again." Asked whether he was saying there was a real threat of World War III, he replied, "I'm saying it's a risk and we need to be conscious of those risks." So, 30,000 army robots by 2030, Terminator and Robocop in reality. In all fairness, looking at how the police have been acting of late, I'd say you might get more of a compassionate response from a robot in the future. Strange how that year 2030 keeps popping up. Of course, we have the United Nations 2030 agenda, which has signed an agreement with the World Economic Forum, who have their Great Reset agenda, which are both designed to change everything by 2030, and have openly admitted that they are exploiting the pandemic situation to bring all of this in. As always, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.